All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believing on the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying. But something I was meditating on, the other day, it's still on my spirit to go ahead and, that's what I want to touch on. It's still on my spirit to go ahead and do this lesson. But, just to get a lesson, some background before I hop into the precepts, it was me and a brother Kassad, I want to say about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, me and that brother was talking about doing a lesson. And we was talking about, we should do a lesson and title it Generational Wealth. Generational wealth. And we're just going into the point of how, so-called blacks in these times, people, the Israelites, they're trying to gain or gather generational wealth in captivity, but not knowing this truth is the real generational wealth. And going into how these riches we have going to roll over into the next world to come, and our generation is going to be fair forever, right? But, man, our brother planned on doing a lesson. We set a date and all that, and never did it. Stuff came. I don't even think we set a date, but we planned on do a lesson on that topic and never did it. And a couple of days later, the elder Ira Wum in Birmingham. In Birmingham, he posted a lesson, and the title was literally Generational Wealth, going into the same topic. And I sent the screenshot to that brother, and I told him, hey, see, we should have struck while the iron was hot. Now the Lord put on another brother's spirit. And the brother's pretty much like Khan. But that's what I want to touch on in this lesson. The importance of pushing out the Lord's word, and how the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, going to have their word go out regardless. Whether one person speak it or another person speak it, that's why it's important to strike while the iron hot. Because again, if not, the Lord gonna put on another man's spirit to bring it forth, which shows we ain't nothing important. It's all through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that allows us and gives us the inspiration to do these videos, do these lessons, come up with topics, right? Find articles, find videos and stuff to edify the elect with. All this is from the inspiration of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Because I'm sure it's been times, we had titles for a lesson ideas, precepts already ready. And it never did the lesson. It's just in your text message, right? And put it off for some days. Look, the Lord can have another brother, think of that same title, same precept. Look, even better precepts, make even better points. Right? Let me get this precept real quick in Job. But again, it's not that we, if we don't do it, I don't feel like doing it, that we're going to stop the word from going out. No, the word can't be stopped from going out. Right? Again, the Lord can use us or somebody else. Let's get this. Because the main point is for what? Why is it important for the word to go out? For the sheep to hear it. For the sheep to hear it, repent, get sealed, so on and so forth. So the Lord need these things to go out, and he ain't going to wait on just one man to take our little time on doing it, man. You see? That's what I know the Apostle Aramlab, he said here and there, but strike while the iron is hot. But let me get this real quick in Job 32. How it says the Most High give the inspiration. It's Job chapter 32 and verse 8. And this should be a quick lesson. It says, but there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. So it's the inspiration from the Most High that gives us the ability to do these lessons, to come up with topics, come up with ideas. And look, he have us, he have those thoughts of topics and ideas come in our mind at a specific time, because he need, again, it may not be for our benefit that we bringing it out. It may be that another person of the elect need to hear it at that moment, because somebody went through something last night or the day before, and he put it on our spirit or somebody else's spirit to do a lesson for that person to hear it. You see? Or while brother down, And if we don't do it, again, the Lord can easily give us somebody else the inspiration to put that video out because his sheep still need to hear the word, you know? So it's kind of like a missed opportunity to deposit spiritual treasures into the bank account. That's the strike while the iron hot. Let's read this again. Job chapter 32 and verse 8, it says, "But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding." You know, and I'm thinking of Ephesians, the 2nd chapter, how it says it's the Most High who created us to do these good works in Yahawashi. You know? So it's all up to the Lord on when he want a certain message to come out at a certain time. And if one individual or a couple brothers don't bring it out, it's still going to come out by another man. Maybe an elder, or apostle, or brother, or whatever it may be. The message going to come out. It's the point. Let me get this real quick because I thought of this. Now, in Matthew 20:25, it's going into the servants who had the talents. Now, when you read this, the context of it is the Lord gave servants or, prophets, talents, truth, right? The abilities to push forth this word. Now, you had 2 servants who did what they had to do while the Lord was gone. And Salaki, that wind blowing, so hopefully y'all can hear me. Right? And the Lord commended them for that. But you had one servant who had a talent and he didn't do nothing with it. And the Lord took it from him. And really, and cast him into outer darkness. To where he had no opportunity to even push the truth or do a video. Right? Now, although that's the context of this, I want to use this precept just to give a spiritual example on if we not using or speaking what the Lord gave us, an idea, right? If something in our spirit, he could easily take that and give it to another man to speak, right? Let me get this real quick. Now, again, I know this talking about a man ain't using his talents. He get cast out and the Lord don't need him no more. But I just want to spiritually apply this situation to as if, we ain't pushing out a certain message at a certain time that the Lord won't. He's just going to take that and put it on another man to do so. Let me get this real quick. I'm going to get straight to the point. This is Matthew chapter 25. And 24. It says, "Then he which had received the 1 talent," and look, a 1 talent is just knowing the basics. That's knowing the basics. Right, the milk. It says, "Had received 1 talent, came and said, Lord, I knew that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gather where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth, and lo, there thou hast that is thine." So he said, Lord, I ain't do nothing with this truth you gave me. Lord, with all this inspiration and ability you put in my spirit, I ain't do nothing with it. So watch what the Lord gonna say. It says, "Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury." It says, "Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. So now again, I'm spiritually applying this to the topic of this lesson. So it may be times the Lord put on our spirit to bring out a message or some information to the body. And if we don't do it, it's easy for the Lord to put it on somebody else's spirit to do so. Right? To do so. And it happened many times. Right? Just speaking for myself, like I just brought up me and a brother Kassad. But again, it's not that the Lord need little us to push out a message. No, it's the message sake. It's for the message sake. So the elect can hear it, man. It's not for our personal, I'm going to get some views. No, that's why it's important, because the message got to go out. You see? That's why I'm speaking to myself first, because it's been like that. A topic will come to mind, but, you comfortable, you out and about, you don't really feel like doing it. You just put it off and text it to yourself. You see? Right, not sometimes, but most of the time, it ain't about our comforts. It's that the Lord wants a certain word to go out at a specific time to somebody out there of his elect. Right? It ain't about if we I feel lazy today, I don't feel like doing nothing. All right? Come on, man. But you see, if somebody else ain't using it, the Lord could give it to another man. It says, "Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. Right? For unto everyone that have shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away, even that he have." So the ones who who gonna do it, that's who the Lord gonna give more to. But the ones who not gonna hold off, the Lord he ain't gonna bless them. Right? Let me get this. Just to show how no matter what, The word gonna go out, whether it's by us, me personally, or you, or the apostle, or elder, or another. It's gonna go out. This is Luke 19. I'm gonna get this because Yahweh Shai gonna say this. Luke 19, I'm gonna start at 37. And when he was come nigh, even now, at the descent of the Mount of Olives, the whole multitude of the disciples began to rejoice and praise the Most High with a loud voice for all the mighty works that they had seen, saying, Blessed be the King that cometh in the name of the Lord. Peace in heaven and glory in the highest. Check this out. And some of the Pharisees from among the multitude said unto him, Master, rebuke thy disciples. Because look, the disciples came, like they praising the Lord, right? Magnifying the Lord. So the disciples saying, look, tell them something. Tell them to shut up. Tell them to be quiet, right? Tell them don't do the lesson, right? But Yahweh Shai going to say, and he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if these should hold their peace, the stones would immediately cry out. See, so if one brother or a couple of disciples hold their peace, the Lord still gonna have the word go out one way or another. You see? He said, look, the stones gonna cry out. Point is, the message gonna go out regardless, whether it's by one person, another person, or apostle, or elder, right? And usually that's how I start. One person do a video and other men get inspired from that and respond to it. You know? But it's for the point of edification, man. Like it said in Ephesians, the 4th chapter, that we all got to be on point, doing our part for the building and edifying of the body. That's why we here. But it says, let's read this again. And he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if these would hold their peace, so if one brother be quiet and don't say nothing, it says the stones would immediately cry out. The word's still going to go out. Let me get this. I'm going to end it right here. That's what Apostle Paul said. The 2 Timothy. Is it 2 Timothy? Yeah. The 2 Timothy 2 and verse 7. Because Apostle Paul, he was locked up and pretty much tell him, look, they could lock me up. They could throw away the key. But watch what he going to say. 2 Timothy 2 and 7, it says, Consider what I say, and the Lord Yahweh Shai give thee understanding in all things. Remember that Yahweh Shai Mashiach of the seed of David was raised from the dead according to my gospel. Wherein, so he about to say, because I'm out here preaching this gospel, he says, wherein I suffer trouble. So because he was pushing his word, he was suffering trouble, even unto getting locked up in jail and bound up, right? But watch what he's going to say. Even though he, as the speaker, right, the mouthpiece of the Lord, one of the apostles or prophets, although he was locked up, watch what he going to say. It says, wherein I suffer trouble as an evildoer, even unto bonds, but the word of the Most High is not bound. So he said, yeah, look, I suffer trouble even again locked up, but you can't lock up the word of the Lord. It's going to go out. It's going to go out. So I'm going to end it right there. Look, strike while the iron hot, because if not, the Lord will put on somebody else's spirit to do so. Because why? The sheep need to hear whatever message the Lord want out at a specific time, man. You see? Matter of fact, Ephesians 4 in my spirit. Let me look at that. And I got to get back to this job. Ephesians 4. See, I had to come down and strike while the iron hot. Through the spirit. But let's see. This the reason why we here, man. This Ephesians 4. And I'm going to start at, come on, where we at? I'm going to start at 10. And I'm going to read this in the NLT. Ephesians 4 and 10 NLT. And the same one who descended is the one who ascended higher, talking about Yahweh Shai, than all the heavens, so that he might fill the entire universe with himself. Now these are the gifts Mashiach gave to the church. The apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, and the pastors and the teachers. See, so we got a reason for being here. We ain't just here. No, we here to speak the word of the Lord, man. So when he give us, a topic or inspiration or idea or lesson, man, that's why we here. We ain't here to say, well, I'm about to go do this. I'm gonna do it later, man. Look, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, but that's why we here to do this work. To push the word. And if we don't, somebody else gonna do it. Let's read this. Now, these are the gifts that Mashiach gave to the church, the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the pastors, and the teachers. Here it is. Their responsibility, this is why we're here. Their responsibility is to equip the Most High's people to do his work and build up the church, the body of Mashiach, to edify, man. That's why we're here. And if we don't, somebody else will. Strike while iron hot. But I'm in it right there, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Ruach HaKodesh. And with that, Shalom.